truck, maybe.
A truck.
A horse bite is one of the worst you can have. And surgeons hate. Just nip me. He's got to know.
I say it's the leading and the biting.
Send him back. Lovely.
Oh,
Stop.
lovely.
So tell him how good he is. That's a lovely feel.
I just wish I wasn't quite as nervous because it's turned into a bit of a challenge for me, like even just leading him to the field.
Now there.
I'm absolutely scared stiff now.
Oh, okay.
So this is him, Gio.
This is Gio.
And how old is he?
He's 2 in May.
Oh, you're
Pretty
handsome, aren't
horse.
you? Very handsome, aren't you, hey?
So your first foal, and have you enjoyed having? Up
Well,
to a point?
he's been stressful this winter for me
Right,
because all of a sudden he's a bit of a challenge.
Found himself.
And he's like trying to test me all the time. So, yeah.
Do you have any dealings with him at all?
I do.
And how do you get on with him?
He's a youngster. He has a tendency. We're having problems with biting at the moment.
Okay. What sort of things have you done with him as far as training? Obviously,
So-
his halter broke.
Yeah, he's
Feet are good with feet.
had the farrier trim his feet and
Brilliant.
stuff.
Yeah.
When
does he try and nip you?
you put his head collar on,
yeah.
and also when you lead in him. Those are my 2 main issues.
Well, you've got to be sensible. I'm here for a few hours.
Yeah.
It'll be a program
Gradual
to
thing,
work
yeah,
with. It
yeah,
can't just
yeah.
suddenly.
Yeah.
It's not going to be overnight.
It might look like that for me. Not very good. It might look like that for me. I might
It
think
will
I
be.
sorted.
Honestly, you
When I
gonna
leave
say-
town-
We went, we went
very
yesterday, and this ex-race horse, and she said, well, I'm telling you now. Anyway.
She says I'm the last resort.
But then we get there, and she goes, oh, well, he's not been this good before. And, oh, you're going to think I'm a liar.
I think it's because we're all here and
Yeah.
they're thinking, oh, what's going on?
Yeah, no, it does make a difference.
Yeah.
I just think it's the vibes as well because I am so nervous around him.
Yeah.
You know,
I just
if
wish I
you're feeling
wasn't
something.
quite as nervous because you know my heart.
Well,
goes
he'll
like
know
that.
if you're nervous.
Yeah.
Look, it's one of
Yeah.
they know intent,
Yeah.
they know
Yeah.
perception, and they're masters at it, aren't they? So
Yeah.
he'll pick that up from you
Yeah.
straight away. So there you go, guys. I've just got there. You've just heard everything. Not a great scenario, okay? Not a great scenario because of the size of this horse. I think his name's Gio. I mean, he's not even 2 years of age, and he's big horse, big strong horse. Now it's the owner's and her daughter's first ever foal. They wanted a foal out of the mother, who you'll see in a minute, who's fabulous, lovely horse, and has done very well in competition. Been a heart horse, but has had an injury, so they've had a foal. It's their first foal. And look at the condition of Gio is amazing. They've done, with all the way the winters have been here, they've done an amazing job of, bringing him up. Physically, he's fantastic. Feet lovely. Everything's lovely. Beautifully groomed, beautifully cared for. But guys, and it happens. I mean, we go to so many places, and life gets in the way. I'm not making an excuse, I'm just saying these things happen, and it can get on top. It can happen without you even knowing it. This horse is nearly 2. Not enough really has been done groundwork wise. There obviously has been reasons for it. Some terrible fields and mud and all sorts going on, and the owner's daughter going to uni, and it's happened. Suddenly you've got a horse that doesn't really know, doesn't have much direction, and has become very difficult, and it seems to have happened all of a sudden, and that's what that we hear that a lot. And this horse is becoming dangerous. He's intimidated his owner, who's now looking after the 3 horses because the daughter's gone off to uni, so she's suddenly looking after everything, and it's really not easy with Gio. He'll bite her, and it's getting harder biting now, and that can escalate. He knocked her down, he hurt her actually, so there's a space thing going on there. He's nervous as well, because the leadership isn't there. And in all fairness, the owner admits all this. She's down on herself for not being able to help things, but it's just gone past that little bit where she needs some help. And she'd done the right thing. She called someone in to give her some advice, give her some help. And I know it's a lot in the time I've got, I've got to do a lot in the time I've got. It's several hours. I think we were there about three and a half hours. We've actually condensed it down to an hour for the video, but I've put everything in that you need to see. There's nothing I hide. You see me firm up when I need to, exactly as is, as real as it gets. And it's a great video, I think. And there's a lot of people in this situation, in this position, where you've got a horse that's kind of young and doesn't know right or wrong, really. We have to show them. So yeah, I'll get on with the video.
One of my daughters, but
Okay.
I've started riding her now, so she's
Okay.
mine too. Yeah.
Who's mom?
This one.
Oh, okay, Phoebe.
Yeah, Phoebe. Yeah.
Oh, okay, it's mom.
And here's Phoebe. This is Gio's mum. Amazing horse, apparently. Was great in competition, lovely temperament, just everything about her was fantastic. And I think it was an injury that meant a layoff to get better, and they decided to have a foal. They hadn't had a foal before, and I can totally understand why they, you know, it was a great decision. And I think they would have learnt an awful lot by having Gio, and do things maybe the same in certain ways, but you know, different in other ways. And that's how you learn, you know, by experiencing. But what a fabulous mare. She was lovely. Now, is there anything else I can ask? So we get an understanding. So when did your nervousness start? When did all this kind of start?
It started in the winter because I say when he first
Did he
came
hurt
here,
you? When he knocked you down?
he knocked me over.
Nothing nasty.
Do you hand feed?
No,
No treats?
no.
Wow, that's refreshing.
Yeah.
But the thing is, right? I do treat these two.
Do you?
Because
No.
No, I don't like it, so it doesn't
No,
really
well,
happen here.
you know,
does
we've
it?
worked it out, and we reckon 40%. Not directly, but indirect. You know, like a part of the problem
yeah,
is the constant letting them take food
Oh,
from
God,
them,
yeah.
and it's not the way
Yeah.
they work, and they
Yeah.
just set them up to fail.
yeah,
You know.
yeah.
It's also been an interesting time because, of course, I've only set up as a livery yard 2 years ago,
Did you?
and it's been
And you've lasted this long.
So, yeah, so we had tried to use the flag, and it was working well. However, he's a very confident horse, and he then started to and playful, and he then started to want to play with the flag
You desensitised them to the flag.
completely, which was
Accidentally, we all.
Yeah.
We've
know,
had
it's
people
happened.
send us
Yeah.
videos of the horse with the flag flying it around.
Oh,
So
yes,
we've,
yeah.
Gio did that.
Yeah,
well.
yeah,
He
yeah.
took
We've
it
had
out my
that.
hand,
It's
Yeah.
a balancing act.
Yeah.
Loads of people get on well with them, and it helps them. Some.
It's turned into a bit of a challenge for me.
A
Yeah.
loose
That's what I
rein, you know.
wanted today for really was
Yeah.
really just to,
Yeah.
to meet you,
Yeah.
have a session with you,
Yeah.
make me feel like I can do
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I know you can't work miracles, but you know,
Yeah.
make me feel like
That
it's
you can
not
lead
that
with a
hard.
little bit more.
Yeah, and
So
Yeah.
basically, this is about you to hopefully feel a bit more confident.
yeah,
I
I say it's the leading and the biting.
Yeah.
Because
How
the
are
other
you
thing-
with me firming up a little bit with him?
Oh, carry on.
Because,
Do what you need to do.
you know, I won't be angry with him, I will not hurt him. But he's got to know that thought never comes into his head.
Yeah.
Especially at this age.
Yeah, exactly.
Because some of the damage we see, and we're not allowed to put them on the videos, we're not allowed, because then you lose the video, they take them down. We see horrendous bite. It's the worst. A horse bite is one of the worst you can have, and surgeons hate them
You
because.
should see my arms.
Yeah, but we're talking proper bites. We're talking people chunks. Oh really? You've got them, have you?
Well, that was long.
Because the way the jaws close, it's not good. So yes, you're right to be nervous. He could cramp down on you and really hurt you. So I
Yeah.
totally,
Yeah,
you know, you're no different to so many people we go to. Don't
Yeah,
feel
yeah.
bad about that.
yeah.
Here's he seems to.
Oh my God, he didn't go to bite.
I went in though. You didn't do it over the door.
Don't you dare. Don't you dare.
So you thought it and he did it.
And I was, I was sort of, half asleep in the mornings when you're doing
Okay.
it. Sort of,
No.
So typical example then, he's going to nip you now,
Yeah.
and he gets and that's it.
Yeah.
No.
Okay, so there's no consequence to him.
Don't.
Yeah. That in itself is nothing to him. So he's got to be his idea not to do it. Okay.
Okay.
So that's the first thing I'm noticing.
Stop
So
it.
it's got to be something more than that. Okay. Now, I must point out there, when I said something more than that, I don't mean you inflicting any pain on a horse, doing anything negative to a horse like that. What I mean by that is establishing leadership. Leadership to a horse. Yes, it's a partnership, but we have to lead the partnership, else it's mayhem, isn't it? So we have to, that's what I mean by, more of a deterrent is getting leadership down better.
What is that?
Yeah.
Please.
We might have fun and games because there's lambs down the end. Good boy.
He's a big fella, isn't he?
He's great.
Too.
Look at him. We will be bringing him back up, so I'll leave my stuff here.
Come on, dear.
The truck, maybe.
A truck.
I'm just looking at his confirmation. He's got a nice short lap, hasn't he? What do you think of his confirmation?
Yeah.
Good boy.
Hey, Mum.
Oh my god, I'm absolutely scared stiff now.
You're scared?
Yeah.
Yeah, I will take it. If you want me to
Only
take
be.
So, okay, guys, you can see how nervous he is. This is his home. You can see how difficult he is to handle. Unfortunately, the owner is very, very worried leading him because of what she's experienced with him. And, Tanya said to me on the way home, actually, she said, maybe I should have led him down to the arena myself. But I wanted to judge, how things were. So that's why I asked if she could, and she was very brave to do it. It showed a lot, didn't it, with him? And he's such a big, look at the size of him he's not even 2, and he's huge. So I took the lead rope, I take the lead rope in a second. I hadn't planned for that because I wanted to put my equipment on, and, I'd got a list of things I wanted to do in the stables before I even brought him out. So the little bit you see now, I hadn't planned it. It wasn't ideal. But we're down there, and I grabbed the lead rope because I could see the anxiety coming up with the owner there. And she's doing her best, and you've got to remember, she's allowed us to film this, and I admire her for that because this video will help a lot of people. And, you've got to give her credit for that, and he's a stunning boy.
Please, only because he's so alert. I'm just worried what he's going to do.
Okay.
Okay.
And he'll know that, Steve.
Yes,
He'll know that. Right then. So immediately I pick up the lead rope. He starts to walk forward here, starts to walk towards me as if to go through me and knock me, and I immediately bump down on him quite hard here. I bump down on him until he starts to yield to me. Now, I wouldn't have had to bump this hard really, and I'm having to bump quite hard here because he's still thinking about going forward. If I'd have done stuff in the stable, but it works out for me. Suddenly he frees his feet up, and he's not used to yielding to a person at all. And then he yields to me, and I relax then. Like I say, this was an all idea, but we'll make a plus from it, make a plus from a minus. And he yielded there and settled a little. I'm going to get, okay?
Yeah.
But he was coming towards me then,
Yeah.
and I don't want that.
Okay.
And I just want his attention a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to put my equipment on in a minute.
Yeah.
He's very handsome, isn't he?
Well, thank you.
He's lovely.
Look at them.
The big ginger nut
Look,
is
they've
his
come to
playmate.
watch what's going on.
Nice. That's why. I was just wondering what he was looking at. They've come over to...
Can you see a slight change? I have had to bump on him a little bit to get him back. So he's thinking forward on me there, but right. Give him a second to think about this. Okay, so there he steps forward. I love it when this happens. In the little time I've got, he steps forward there to come into my space. The more he'll do that, the more I can correct him, the more I can get down to his feet, the more he starts to understand that I can yield him and that it's about me moving him, him not moving me. He really wants to be on me, but
Yeah.
I'm not allowing him to come forward. And he'll start to take a lot more notice of me. That everything else meant he wasn't concerned about you at all. Everything else is what he's concerned with. Now, every now and again, you'll notice I do some little bumping of the lead rope there. You'll see it there. His mind's offset. He's lost me. So I bump a little bit until I get his attention on me. And when his attention gets on me, then I quit. And it's something, eventually you don't have to bump at all, but I'm limited for time. I need to make a difference quickly. He's got to be concerned with you and what your leadership is. Right, I'm really pleased with that because he hasn't moved forward, yeah. Yeah, no, that's big for him. That's nice. Right, okay. One thing I'm just going to do before I go back for a second. I'm going to use my rope to stop him from while he's behind me, okay? Because you need a couple of things, not just to be able to bump him back. So this is like a tail. So I'm going to softly stop and he'll probably keep walking. So here, guys, I hit the rope there, not him. He lowered his head a little bit there and I nearly did tap him his nose, but I didn't. So I need to just back him off a little bit. I'm going to do that a couple of times. Now, one of his habits is he chews on everything and he'll actually pick up the lead rope and you can't lead him anywhere because he'll hold it in his mouth. So I here explain how to just give a little bump and pull it out of his mouth when he keeps picking that rope up, because you've got no control if he holds it in his mouth. And that's what I do here. You'll see me bump down a little bit. You know, that's what a lot of them do, but there's got to be, every time he picks it up, just a little bump down on it.
Okay.
You know, and if he keeps it on there, then a little bit of groundwork or something. So he decides by doing that, it makes him do something that he doesn't want to do. Okay? It's got to be within how many seconds?
3.
3 seconds, right, okay. Why 3 seconds? It's such an important rule for me and it's helped me so much, I can't even tell you. 3 seconds, if you haven't made a correction within 3 seconds, a horse has completely lost the reason, because their minds work so quickly. They'll think you trying to change some behaviour or giving a correction for something totally different than what 3 seconds ago was. So it's in the moment, just like a mother would correct a foal. It's instant, within a second, really. So that's what that 3 second rule means.
He's a quick learner, but yeah. I just can't seem to do it.
Well, hopefully, hopefully you can in a bit. He's following me nice now. He's not. We really need to get his feet freed up in diagonals so that if he encroaches on you, you look at his feet and we get him up. Do you know what I'm saying? You've got to be able to get him off you easily.
Yeah.
To give you confidence. So
yeah,
I've got to work on that a little bit.
I presume so.
So
I don't know if I was watching.
Yeah, that's good. Stop. Back up a little bit. Lovely. Hindquarters this way. Now guys, you might have missed that, but he did experiment here and bite my back a little. He nipped my back right there, look. So that's what happened. That's why I have to do something in the moment within the 3 seconds. He just nipped me. He's got to know. He frees his feet off and he backs up there. Okay? Put that out your mouth. Right. So I'm glad that happened for you. Because if it doesn't happen,
I know.
How can you correct it?
You will think, what the hell is she complaining about?
Every time he does that,
Yeah.
he'll have some form of correction that is worse than doing that to me. It's got to be something than just saying, stop,
Yeah.
don't. There's got to be something.
This is a stupid question, but am I going to be able to do what you're doing with that back?
I get it better than that. I have to start somewhere
Yeah.
to have a meaning to him.
So you don't have to
I'll
do
get
that
it
back.
better
It'll
than
be
that.
better.
It's only because
Look, I've just grabbed the rope when I didn't expect to. So I thought we were going back up. So I'm doing this earlier than I wanted to, but we'll say it's a positive. So he's just tried a little nip to see without frightening me like it does you. Or might have been expecting the same thing that he has from you. He didn't. He had to back off. I didn't get angry. I just kept focused. I need him to yield. He's got to yield now. When horses yield to a person the way I get them yielding, the last thing they'll think about is biting, because that's what horsemanship, that's how their herds work. It's all about who yields to who. Everything is yield. Out my space. It's all about space. Now, I keep mentioning space all the time. It's about our space, us moving them, they not moving us. They thinking more of us for that reason of being able to control their feet. And this is a great little clip. I'll show you my own horses in a field just up the road, showing how, the horses move each other, and it's about producing space and getting out of alpha's space. So you'll see that. That's empty. Come on, roll, let's get away. And the babies knew straight away. They moved away from there a little bit. And Rolex will have the last little bit of that. Hey, you knew, didn't you? Hey, you knew. You come for a fuss. You come for a fuss. You come for a fuss, have you? A little scratch. Oh, edged closer, and he says, no, I don't think so. No, see, it's all about space. She got within that space, and she moved away then. This is why I say it often, unless you're an absolutely skilled master horseman, like some of the Liberty specialists, you do not, it's not wise, I don't think, to let a horse come into your space and take feed from your hand. There's ways of doing it if you want to give treats without letting them come into your space and take it. There's ways of doing it. So, a little munch there, now that's empty. So off moves this, so the space is gone, out my space. I own the feed. He said, yes, you go. And then Rolex is going to go over to where Indy's just finishing a tiny little bit off. And yeah, straight away off. And there'll be a little morsel in there left. But yeah, it's again, it's all herd dynamics and who owns the feed. And unrequested forward motion into my space. It's all the same stuff. Quite a lot in this video, isn't there, guys? I think it's a real good learning video. Now what you'll see, guys, is a little tiny clip of where our foals, we've left our foals now to grow, but I had to put a foundation in and get control of their feet, make our space, important. And you'll see a tiny clip now of where I think all foals should be. They're born with fully functioning brains. When they're born, unlike a human being, we're mush for a while, aren't we? Can't even see, but they're different. So I believe their foundation can be very early on if it's done in a certain way to not cause anxiety. And you'll see a little clip, just a tiny clip of where it's unfortunate for Geo, but I'm sure if the owner and daughter had another foal, maybe they consider doing more at an early stage. But I'll show you a little clip of it where I think, these foals should be, which sets them up for life, really. Very few horses have got this kind of foundation. There'll always be somewhere, you know, if anything happened to me or whatever, our foals, you know, when they're horses, they will never forget. They'll always be a special horse with a foundation that people will love them for. So it's important.
Okay. Steve was signalling through the window. Phone. So I presume you want me to film
Unbelievable.
this little beauty.
Not joking. Back up.
7 months old.
Just like her mom.
Well, look who her mum is. Her mum is Nita. She was born on the 4th of July,
Yes,
your
like
mum's
your mum.
birthday. Her name is Indian.
Look at that town.
Brilliant.
Honestly. Through the gap, there's the trailer loading. Disengage. Leading. Driving. Leading. Driving. Disengaging. Lovely. Unbelievable.
Back up,
with
oh.
the string.
Wow.
Look at this. Look at this. Girly. Joe, I wish, you shouldn't wish years away. I wish it was 3 years' time.
So you can ride her. Oh.
Through the gap.
Cute, good boy.
Go this way.
Major jackpot.
Disengage a little bit. Go through the gap. Lead in. Come behind him. Drive in. Stop. Back up. Oh yes. Really flex around like she does. Yeah. The other side, not into me. So same thing. Willy flex around this way. Did.
Good boy. Just like Nita,
Uh,
Indian.
just like Indian did. Nita. Look, kiddo.
Oh, Nita
Look,
did
kiddo.
too.
All their feet and Indian. Acceptance of their feet. No problem. Everything good. Foundation's in there. Follow a feel. Look at that. Look at that. Look at that.
Okay.
So if he's allowed to come into your space, which you were having quite a lot of trouble there, then you're not a leader to him. So we've got to, this is the things you've got to do, is be aware of your space, just like the videos. Right, so we'll see if he goes to nip me now. I almost hope he does for you, to be able to correct again. So, let's see if he does. Let's see if he does. And then, so I'm being as gentle as I can be, but as firm as necessary. Okay?
Yeah.
What we'll do now is just finish this little session in a good place mentally. I might have to do a couple of things on the way back, because out there is where it counts more than here really. And then we're going to give him a break, and I'm going to get my equipment. Like I say, if he picks that up, it's going to be a quick stoop down, okay?
Yeah.
And if that doesn't work, then back them up or do something with them to stop them wanting to chew your equipment. Because if that carries on, he's going to chew your reins off and everything. It'll be a nightmare.
Yeah.
Right, tell him how good he is. Right, so I'm going to take him back now. You've bred a cracker. Now,
I wanted to be a good boy too.
You've got me behind me, haven't I?
Yeah.
Look, he can't bump into me now. Stop. Back up a little bit. Oh, lovely. Fortunately. Right. Now, I can tip my head slightly and see him.
Yeah.
My peripheral vision, I can see him. And eventually, you and your daughter go lead him like any normal horse, but for now, I wouldn't. Now I'm leading Gio from behind me. I'm keeping him kind of in my peripheral vision for a reason, guys. You know, he's usually led very, very close here, and he is moving his owner without them even knowing it, and it's not a good thing. So I'm trying, if I don't change the way things are being done, they'll always have the same thing, and it'll just spiral worse. So at this stage, I'm asking to give him space, so that if he does spook, he's got time to get out of the way of a problem, or knocking his owner down once she's got more establishment as a leader. So that's what it is. Now, eventually, yes, you can hold them wherever you want. But at this stage, he needs space because he kind of gets more nervous when she's holding tight. So that's what that's about. It's not, you don't have to do that forever, although that's how we lead them. We lead them with a loose rein behind us or to the side and behind, but we try and keep them in our peripheral vision. That's how we do it. And that's how most people in the USA do it. And loads of people in the East do it. Not tight here. It seems to be, I don't know why it's done that way, but that's the way. It's very an English way of doing it. Right. He's blowing there.
Yeah.
Whenever you get anywhere where he's blowing, especially in his own home,
Yeah.
he's blowing at that.
Yeah.
So if you get to a stage where you can feel confident leading him around, whenever he gets upset with anything, you don't leave the area until he's not upset, okay?
Okay.
That's the only time I would leave anywhere, when you see the signs of a little bit of acceptance. Like there. See, that was a little bit of, his mind went to me, not that then.
Yeah.
Right, so what else is there? If you nip me, you'll have to move out of the way.
Yeah.
Okay, right. So he's that's different.
Yeah.
It's recognising. I know. Checking me out now, aren't you? Thinking, oh, you're my leader. That's good. Maybe he's frightened of cars and trucks. Put a feed on there for him.
Yeah.
You know, things. You want a nice, confident horse. He lives here. He was not confident when you let him out. That's and everything I'm saying to you is not to get onto you. It's my observation. That's what you've got me here for.
Yeah.
You need him confident here. You've got to have him confident. You see how he's not. I'm waiting for him to take a step forward, which is unrequested forward motion, and he's not doing it. So that's actually there he did. So I didn't ask him to go forward, so he goes back 2 steps. Those are the things that are going to make a big difference to you. He cannot come into your space unless you invite him in. Okay, so I'm just going to get his attention. Right, let's go. I would say that's much better, would you? Give me something. Stop. That's better. Let's put him away to finish now. Just to absorb. Let him think about what's in there.
Yeah, I've got my hand warmers. Oh. What's that? You clever, Mama. Is there 2 lambs in there?
Now, on the subject of sheep, guys, this was the day before that we went to see Geo. We went to see a racehorse that was being difficult and a little bit lost. And we almost got to the yard. And as I went past, Tanya noticed there was a sheep and she could see it struggling as she was coming towards it. And then she recorded it then. But yeah, we're looking at sheep on this video, and now you can see they're a bit silly, aren't they, really? But here we go.
Pull the gate this way. Oh, I love him.
A good deed for the day, Babs. Somebody made a comment about that clip because Tanya put it online, that little clip, and they said they laughed about it and said it reminded them of a gravestone that they saw in America. And they were going through these graves, and there was a gravestone there etched onto the gravestone was and she never even said goodbye. And that's what it was like, wasn't it? I saved that for that little sheep, and she just went off. Didn't even say goodbye. I thought that's funny. When you go to the door, he's got to move back for you before you even open it, because that door means nothing. He's still
there. Yeah.
okay, and he's all front end over, he's all on top.
Yeah.
So you need to use your cues for yielding at the door to get. Now, off camera, Gio's owner told me that she's tried to put the halter on outside the stable to try and limit the biting, but that's actually worse. And I decided it would really help to eliminate the owner and Gio interacting right there where the door is, because it's not a pleasant thing for both actually. So that's why now it's really important. And there's a lot of horses that benefit from this, guys. My own horses will move back when I go with purpose towards the door. They give me space to open up and go in. Him away from the door for you.
So how would you do that?
Okay, well, I'll make a start on that. In fact, I'll just do that, then we've got to give him 10 minutes then. We have to.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you walk to the door, purposefully to catch him, he needs to know, and you need to get big, and I'll do it for you and get the cue, so he needs to back off. Because just that action alone that he yields to you, hopefully eventually for you will put a different frame of mind of him coming and
There you go.
bite it like. Okay, so I've got this, so I'm going to make myself back big. Right, and he's yielded a little bit, okay? He's yielded. He's so friendly in a way, you know. Okay, so you see what I'm doing? I'm making myself big, and he's yielding. This is brilliant. Tell him how good he is. He needs to yield enough for me to open that door and go in and yield him again away from me, and then smile about it. Respect. As a youngster, he's got to know you're not just a plaything.
Exactly. Yeah.
Do you agree with everything I've said so far?
Yeah.
Making sense?
Yeah.
And this is not natural horsemanship. No, it's horsemanship. It's just horsemanship. We control their feet. We move them, they don't move us.
That's what it's
Yeah,
like.
you want a flight?
Yeah, we've got a Selly Bridge is not very far away.
Right, so now it's a difference. Right? Now you've got to work that difference out.
Okay.
You with me?
Yeah.
He has to look to you for a leader.
Yeah.
It's a big ass, this isn't it? So I've got this, I walked in, right? And I've got it. See how quickly this came?
Yeah, he's quick. He's not.
See how quickly that's come?
Yeah.
Right. So can we just give him
Yeah.
and then I'll put my equipment on. So remember what I did say.
Yeah.
Now I've picked this up with intent
Yeah.
to go in now. I don't want him pushing on me, okay? So now it's different. So so he's backed up for me, okay? So now, does this come this way?
Yeah.
Right. So look, I've gone in, I'm gonna look at his feet, and he's backed up for me. You see him back up for me? Because I looked at his feet and I got myself elevated, okay? But it's also important to be nice to him. I'm not talking to him, right? So that's on. Now,
Better fit?
a better fit. Yeah, better fit. Right, tell him how good he is. So, let's move him around here. So, moving him around. This is his hindquarters. They're crossing nice. Yeah, that's nice. So, lovely. Respectful. Not moving in on me. A nice look in his eye. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm going to disengage him again. I'm looking at his hind end. When it goes, I come away. Stop. Tell him how good he is. Tell him how good he is. Good. Very good. Right. So I'm going to disengage him this way now. So that goes. I lift my right. That goes. That goes. That goes. That goes. That goes. Stop. Back up. Wow.
Good boy.
Wow. And I want to tell him how good he is by just the power of touch. To do that because now that was unrequested. Forward motion because we had someone coming in. Okay, so tell him how good he is. Right, disengage him again. So I'm moving his body around here. Back up one. Thank you. Beautiful. I'm going to ask him to come forward and stop him. Send it back. Look at this. Look at your baby. Right. So I'm being as gentle as I can be with him. Now, if he goes to nip me now, I'm almost setting him up to do this now. To go to nip me.
He did think about it at the beginning, didn't he? But he didn't.
When he does that, I'm gonna, I've just been disengaging him, yeah?
Yeah.
Which he does beautifully. Then he'll have 5 or 6 of those till he wants to stop. And then I'll say, well, nip me again. And then we'll go the other way. So it's all positive stuff that works for us and him and handling wise. Not just smacking him like a lot of people do, So tell him how good he is. That's a lovely feel. See, I feel that's different. But that's enough now. That's enough, right? So that's enough, right? Well, I wanted him to have a little bit of a nip, right? So okay. Let's see if he will now. So if I play around here, no. So what do I mean by I want him to? Right? I want him to do this. I am basically there. I was there actually with the break we had and coffee break and stuff. I was there for about 3.5 hours, a long way from home. And I have to shortcut, I wouldn't do, there's no way I would do that much. If it was just around the corner, someone around the corner or a horse here, I would have done probably a 20% of how far I went and then quit for the day and then do it slowly. Unfortunately, for me to make a difference, to put some cues in there, to change a behavioural pattern, I have to shortcut training by such a lot. And some people can get quite negative and say you were too hard. Guys, I've got to make a change. This is quite desperate. This can be an accident waiting to happen. I totally agree, take more time, but I can't in these situations. So I'm hoping in the stable, for the owner's benefit and for Gio's benefit, that he nips me a little bit, then I can show his owner and him what the consequences are for biting me in the stable. And that would be a lot of disengaging. It's something undesirable, but would work in our favour and work on bend and disengaging and everything and rib cage and, so that's what I meant then when I said, I wish he would. So I hope you understand that little bit of it. Release, lift, release, lift, release, stop, back up. You are such a dude. You are such a dude. Right, here with me. So I might bring him a little bit, stop them feet, back up a foot. Oh, that's so nice. All right, come on then. Stop, back up, yeah, respectful, nice. Now, I need his attention, so I'm going to bump till I get his, there, got his attention. So the attention's got to try and keep on us, because where the nose goes, the toes goes. So if he's everywhere, yeah, right. Lovely. Lovely, mate, lovely. Hey, lovely. Look at that. He's going to be about 16. Unrequested a little bit there. Lovely. Thank you. I know. Right. About a lot.
Yeah.
His little route from there to there, if on a nice warm day I did that a whole bunch of times, he would get good with that little route. Anything to give you confidence, you see. Now there. Okay, so he spooked a little bit here, guys. And usually he would have just pushed straight through his owner. But it's that work that I did that made him, respect my space there. Gone through me then, I guarantee it. Would you agree?
Yeah.
To the gate, stop, back up a touch. Oh. And we're going to just let him chill out a little bit in here. I'm going to walk him around. Now, I made a decision when I went down with my equipment to use the flag a little bit because he had been desensitized to a flag and he was kind of ignoring it and being a bit aggressive with the flag. It worked at first, but then he kind of realised it wasn't really anything to do with his feet. No one's fault, it just happened. And so I decided to try and put a little bit more of a cue into the flag that he had a meaning to him, because it's such a great tool if a horse knows that it's to do with movement, and so that's why I do introduce the flag back into a possible training tool, and that's what that's about. And forward, okay? So now I'm going to be going from neutral, and now I'm going to ask him to move forward, but I'm only going to ask for a little step, all right? So here. So I'll get a little forward and I'll build this up, all right? So now a little forward, a little forward, a little forward. That's it. Give him a second until we have a nicer attitude with the forward, yeah? So till we have a nicer attitude with the forward. There. And as soon as he goes forward slightly, then I'm leaving the situation, okay? So can you go this way? Not that way. Okay. I'll work at this now till I can get him to go forward. Come on. No, forward. There, little tiny forward there. Let him think about that. Back up. Tell him how good he is. There. And with an opinionated youngster like this size, this is how you do it in increments. Ah, now he thinks I want forward, so that's good. If he does what I'm thinking, back up. That's good. Forward. See how this is building? Are you quite pleased with him?
Yeah, I just love him because he's very quick to learn. It's just, I just struggle with being able to do it.
Well, I know.
And that is the difficulty.
But, yeah. Is you getting confident and be able to do it yourself?
If I could spend, even once a week doing a bit of this with him,
Yeah.
I think he would be fine in a very short time.
Yeah.
It's just me doing it because of the nerves. Yeah.
So there, he went forward without me even. Do you see that? There. Good. Now forward, yes. What? Oh. There. So he's leading nicely. Stop. He's got that beautiful. Back up. He's got that beautiful. Now forward. Got that. Could you see I went from neutral to asking a lunge? Go this way. There. Oh. So you saw that build from him, not thinking, what the hell's he asking? I don't want to go forward. Right? So obviously it's two sides. So now, it's as if when he thinks I'm going that side, he goes forward. Right, so now I'm going to come over here and ask for forward. And we had a little bit of a, it's the expression that I'm looking for. The other side, I got to a good expression. So I'll wait now till I get a good expression. Not too bad. You know, you got to remember, he is on a young. He is on a young. But by controlling his feet, like I am, yeah, that's good. Right. Stop. Forward. Lovely. And that's almost a full lunge circle. So you build on it. Tell him how good he is. That's beautiful. It's the expression that I'm looking for there. That was unrequested, but he's not sure if I want him to. You know, I'm just saying no. That's not what I asked. When I'm neutral, I don't mean go forward. When I ask, then I ask. So can you go this way? Yes, you can. Oh, lovely. Like I say, he's chewing the rope again. I'm not going to dwell on this because he'll waste my time with it. Whereas you can work on that yourself. I've showed you what to do. Stop. Right. No. So again, I bumped down on that lead rope with it in his mouth there. Gio's got a habit of just taking hold of the lead rope, and then there's nothing his owner can do. He's got the lead rope. So I've got to try and make that less attractive to him. It involves a little bump now and again. That's it. So feet still, because I'm not asking anything. There's the trailer. There's the trailer. Load up. Right, and I'm not even getting annoyed about him doing it. Just when I see it, bump down and smile. Bump down and smile. Right, so this way, there's the trailer, load up. Disengage, in, disengage. Back up a little bit. So I'm getting control of his feet more and more and more and more and more as the minutes go. Put him in the stable, and then we'll give him a little second, and then you'll have to do a little bit then, all right? All right? Yeah. Any questions on what I've done? Look at him. Because I'm getting control of his feet, and I'm being a leader, and I'm being consistent, and I'm not frightened of him, you know. Look at that. That's a beautiful way to...
It's gorgeous.
To come.
It's exactly where you want him to be.
Yes, yes. So we'll come through here. I'll stop, back him up, because I need him to stop. I think we're getting there for one little session, do you? Now for me, this is the hardest bit of most of my visits when I hand the lead rope over, guys, because there's no history with me. So the horse only knows what I've offered it. There's a lot of history between him and his owner here, and it takes a lot of courage from from his owner to do this now on a loose rein, considering how things have been between them and how nervous she is about leading him. And he does strike as well. That's something else I didn't mention. When he gets upset and she tries to firm up a little bit, he strikes with his front feet. So this is big, guys. This is big. A quick mention of our demo. We're only doing a couple of things this year, guys. Demo Saturday, 5th of April, Billericay. I'll let this flyer run now so you can see. It's in Essex. It's the whole day pretty much. And we have some horses that we've never worked with before with little issues. We take a couple of our own horses, questions and answers all day. Charlotte's there with her total contact saddles. And it's just a great day. We really enjoy doing them. We're not doing so many now, guys. We used to do 6 or 7 in a year, but we only do 1, maybe 2 now. So, if you can get there, it'll be great to see you. So there you go. That's Billericay in April. Down then, and then you're going to raise your hand up when you're going to stop.
See, this is when I'm nervous because I
No,
can't
you're
see
not.
him.
No, in a minute, raise your hand and stop.
Which hand?
That one. Right, raise it up and stop. Ready, go. Yeah, look at his feet, not him.
Oh, yeah.
Long and loose, off you go. Yeah, well. In a minute, I want you to stop, quick, and lift your hand. Lift your hand up, stop and lift your hand. That's it, look at his feet.
Oh, I look at him, don't I?
Right, now you're not going to let his muzzle get anywhere near. No, bump him back. Bump him back, go on. And stop. And you looked at his feet, well done.
Did I?
I'm going to get you doing that better. Right, now stop, raise your hand. Yeah. Look at
Perfect.
his feet.
Oh.
Have him on along the line. That's it. That's it.
I'm terrible, I can't look at his feet.
Well, I know, but eventually you
You'll
might.
get used to it. You will do
And then
it.
if he's
You'll do it.
bumping back towards you. Right, so to bump,
Yeah.
you're going to lift and
then-
bump.
okay,
Lift and
right.
bump and then stop.
Right.
Right. You did. But you're laughing. You weren't laughing this morning, so something's better.
I know.
Right, okay. Walk down to that bottom, a nice long line.
What is that led down in that path between the two fields? It looks like something's led down. It's sheep, is it?
Yeah.
That's it. Put your hand down, now we stop. Look at that. You can't tell me that ain't better than he was. Right, off we go again, go into that corner and then turn around and come back. Right. Have him a bit longer. That's it. Off you go. And then you can stop a couple of times when you're ready. You just look back at his feet, put your hand up. Look at his feet, not his eyes. Good. Don't have to do anything now because you stopped here. Good. Really good.
I've got to keep thinking feet.
Feet. It's going to make a big difference because at the moment you're making it personal with him.
I know.
Right, off you go again.
It's just crazy.
Now this, what we're doing now, is the hardest bit of the whole session because he's convinced he should push on you and do this and that. He knows who you are. Now, with a bit of quality, stop him and lift your hand. Does he feel any quieter?
Yeah. Yeah, great.
Honestly.
Yeah.
Because I appreciate the knowledge you use. Right, turn him around. Come to here. You come to the door. Right, now. Good. But look at his feet. Now he's backed up for you already. Now look back at his feet and hand up in the air. That's good. And he backed up for you. So, and send that foot back. Good. How's that feel? That's good. Look at him. And now go and put him in. Okay, that's good. Right, now. Look, lift the hand. Yeah, go on, keep going. Keep going, keep going. And now stop. Yes, now walk, bring him to the door. Bring him to the door and stop. Yeah, that's, yeah, now touch his nose. Come away from him. You don't want to be too close to this stage.
Yeah.
With quality, send him back. Right, with quality. Start loose and then build. Get his attention right. Start loose, look at his feet. Lovely, stop. Lovely. Now, see whether you can wiggle the rope to make him go back. Wiggle. Stop. He thought it. Go on, and again. And stop. Right. That means now, try the wiggle first.
Wiggle.
I've had to firm up to get
Yeah.
to that wiggle.
Yeah.
The wiggle's going to be better.
Okay.
One more time now, round this way. So you're going to lift your hand and disengage him about 5 or 6 times. Go on. Go on. Pluck him. 1. Keep going. 1. Look at it. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going. Now walk to the door. Walk to the door. Now wiggle the rope and send him back. Lovely.
Oh,
Stop, stop.
lovely.
How did that feel?
That was good.
Brilliant.
But you know, if he doesn't, in the wiggle now,
Yeah.
you know how to do it.
Yeah.
Do you know, I don't think you should do more than that because
Yeah.
you've got a feel now.
Yeah.
He's done quite a bit. Look at him.
Yeah. Good boy.
That was brilliant. What do you think?
Yeah.
They got to be
Yeah.
turned out now.
Yeah.
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 Does he usually get turned out on his own now?
No,
or-
the 3 of them grow up together.
Oh.
Can I just,
Yeah.
while you're there,
Yeah.
can I just quickly do that knot up again so I know?
Yeah. So what you do, come round this way. Right. You see how I've gone through there?
Down.
Yeah, look.
Yeah.
Round the through
Yeah.
and there.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay?
Yeah.
We'll put it on the video for you. So, would
Thank you.
look at this. This is wonderful. Right, let's get out of here now while we're on top.
Yeah.
Right.
Right, I'll stop this a
Follow you
second.
then. Lovely. Lovely, okay. Yeah. Now I was over the moon with that, guys. The other 2 horses, his mom and the other horse, are going to go through the gate. He knows that. Look, he steps back for me. I look at his feet and I just asked him to move back away from me, and he did, and he listened to me. And all his instincts was to go forward there, and he didn't do that. That was really big for me, and a real achievement, I think.
Yeah, she's an amazing horse.
Wow.
That's why we bred from her, really,
Yeah, good, yeah.
to be honest.
And just a reminder, guys, there she is. There's Mum. And we heard so much about her during coffee and everything. Sounds like she was amazing. And is an amazing horse. She's not old. She's getting over her injury. And she'll be doing that again for him, I'm sure. With her son, hopefully. Good.
Have you finished?
Nearly. Got
Oh, we just had a message from the yard owner.
which one? This one.
Yes.
Okay. We've had a
And she
message,
said-
guys.
Yeah, we've had a message. Thank you so much for yesterday. Louise came in this morning and her whole attitude and demeanour completely changed. What a difference you gave her to boost her that she needed, and hopefully it will be all positive from now on. I
Yeah,
thought you were
that's it.
absolutely brilliant with her and Gio, and will definitely recommend you going
Oh, that's
forward.
good. Well, that's a good start, isn't it? Oh, cheers, Dan.
Yeah.
Great. Well, that was nice to have that message, guys, to be honest. That was lovely. I didn't think we'd get a message so quickly back. You know, look, it's not going to be easy. You know, I've gone now. It'll be a bit easier once Gio's owner gets the video. She can kind of study it a little bit. And the yard owner's so helpful as well. So she can help a little bit. And she watched a lot of it as well. So, you know, like I say, it's not going to be easy. It's going to be some work, but I think it'll be okay. I think it's going to be good. And can you imagine, you know, how good he'll be if he's had such a good mother? A lot of the personality of a horse comes obviously from the stallion, but equal amounts from the mother. It's a bit like me with Nita. You know, I'm noticing so many similarities with Indian. You know, so hopefully it'll all work out. And thank you so much to his owner for allowing us to come and film and be a great sport, really. So please be positive about her. Right then, we're at the end of the video now. So why am I showing you that picture of Spain, guys? We fly tomorrow, me and Tanya. It's for Tanya's anniversary. I've promised her not too much to do with horses. So we're there for about 5 or 6 days. So most of the days we'll be able to be together and have a nice time. So that's where we're heading. We have just checked the weather. I'll show you what the weather's going to be like now. Now look at that, guys. Sun, we're there. We fly on the Saturday there, look. So sun, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think Monday, I think there might be a tiny little bit of rain. That won't matter. But we fly back, I think, late Thursday. But how lovely is that? To have some nice weather now and have a nice little break. And that's where me and Tanya met 45 years ago, guys. Tanya just gave me these photos. And, you know, it's been a long time, but we've been great together. And that's when we got married. That's a picture of when we got married there. We've actually been married twice because we redid our vows in Las Vegas many years later. And that's us there. Las Vegas wedding. A cheesy one in Elvis's Cadillac, but it was lovely. It was really lovely. And that's in the Blue Ridge Mountains at our friend's house, Linda and Danny's. It was lovely. So that's the end of this video, guys. There will be one next week, although we're going away. There will be one for next week. We won't miss a week, hopefully. Wish us a safe flight, and I'll be a little bit more suntan probably when I get back, because Tanya will have me sitting on that beach and be saying, oh, come on, it's our anniversary, you've got to sit, because usually I don't do the beach thing, but we'll do a little bit of that mixed in with other things. So yeah, happy trials, guys. Like, share, comment, have a look at our subscription sites, and see you soon.